Genius, Zilipan. Neshama Zango, Zilipan, Genius. Now we tell you for the love that you have shown. You know, Genius used to say, when like some years we'd go to supermarkets, you see people taking selfies. I would ask myself, what is that? What are you doing that for? I didn't realize the impact he had on people. I didn't realize that Zimbabweans loved Genius the way they love him. Yesterday was an eye-opener that you don't judge people or don't judge a book by its cover. You know, to me, Genius was Genius. Yes, he was Ginimbi. He was a celebrity to everyone. But I knew him as Genius. To me, he was a friend, very good friend. We got on so well. It's unfortunate time was not on his side. I met Genius 2009. He was with Kitty. No, the first time I met him at the airport, he was driving one BMW and I was arriving, he was picking someone. So, Genius being Genius, he goes down. I didn't know him. His window, he says, oh, my name is Ginimbi. I was like, Ginimbi? What name is that? You know, I'm a businessman, I do gas. Then I said, so? And then he says, can I have your number? I refused. Second time, I met him again. This time he was with Kit Kat. They were driving one fancy car, showing off. You know, those days used to wear very big shirts, you know, big with collars and, you know. And every time I would meet him, he would take a week coming to my office. One full week every day he would come. I will avoid seeing them. I will go out the other way and they'll be sitting at the reception. Until 1 year, I think his grandfather had passed away. We met at Nyarazo. At Nyarazo, he started talking to me again. He says, oh, my grandfather is passed. Please, can you come to the funeral? That's when I came to Gomboshawa. He was driving in S-Class, you know, trying to show off. He came to pick me up. He took me to some house in Leamington, the famous Leamington place where he used to stay. And getting there, Genius being Genius, I don't believe this. My guru was there. What you know, Genius? I mean, there were so many. Genius was a player. He used to play. So he would make you believe you were the only one. That's Genius. And you'd believe him that you are the only one. That place in Leamington, the gates would never be opened. The first days, yes, it would never be opened. Genius was a character. He was, you know, I've never met anyone like him. He had a good heart. Genius, if he loved, he loved. And if he played hard. Those that hanged out with him, they know that Genius used to play. He used to enjoy life. There was no point for him to do something if he was not going to enjoy it. That's Genius for you. And he would say to me, I want to buy very fast cars. I would ask him, you can only drive but one car. But Genius wanted to have the best of all things, the best of all cars. And the evidence is right there at home, that he had the best of all cars in a village. Genius, when we started building the house, there was no tarred road. And he said, I want to change the Boshawa. It was at the same, I think we'd also come for a funeral again, when he went to show me that land, that I want to stay in the village. We started building, and I never thought he was going to finish. I just thought, you know, Genius being Genius, he likes to play. But he was serious, he built the house, finished the road, electricity, everything. And now there's a beautiful mansion that he leaves behind. My wish and my prayer to Baba Nana Tete Chuli. Guys, Genius is a legend. He was our legend. Can we please make his name live on? Let's not destroy what he left. Let's make sure that whatever he wanted to achieve, we stick to that. We don't want to come here 2 years, or even his friends. We've got friends that have come from London, Australia, South Africa, all over. When they come after a year or 2 years to come and visit, they must still find that place the way it is. It would really break my heart, especially if we came back and there's nothing to show that genius was ever there. His wish was for the house to be made a hotel. Some say his wish was for the house to be made a museum. If it is going to be a museum, let it be something that is tangible, something that is going to bring money to the Agadungures. Yes, people pay to come and see where genius lived. There's so many youth, young people that he impacted when he was living. Let them say there was one Ginimbi when we were growing up. Well, let's go and see where he stayed. Let's go and see what he achieved. He influenced so many youngsters. Yesterday, it took us 5 hours to get here. A journey that normally takes less than 30 minutes. So that alone shows how much he was loved. Let's continue with the love that he left. Let's continue with the spirit of giving and loving each other that genius left. Before, we took genius from the parlor. No one has used it before. There were 2 of them, 0 mileage, but they were there for genius. And you know what? We did not pay anything. Not because we could not afford, but because they wanted to do this for genius. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.